Okay, here's a bit of a treat for y'all. Trying to see what we can do with Magellan. Um, it's a bit of a chore, I ain't gonna lie. Because there's a few things that they neglected for just the Impel Down as a whole. I want to say maybe Ivankov was more of the completed set of Impel Down, just the leader ability was very weak. Because playing at two cards is insane, truly insane. I don't know what they imagine. I guess they just imagine. I don't know what they imagine, to be honest. They don't have enough low drop blockers and yada yada. So I really don't know what they imagined with the blue. But I am going to say their boss idea is Ivankov and another 7K. They just figured that was enough board presence to really hurt back in the day, and they really thought the Luffy's ability was going to really damage the opponent's board presence and blah blah blah. I don't know, but it didn't work out. Hannibal, um, you lack board presence for the most part, and that's the problem with Hannibal. Is like you have to spend your time and your moments building. You play a card, you bounce it back, you hurt your board presence, so nothing's being established. Not even some random little person to just swing with, and then so that's the problem with Hannibal. Um, and I get it. The idea is to rush your Dawn count so you can just establish bigger bodies before your opponent, and that's how you'll come back in terms of your board presence. But what I've learned in this game, outside of Pudding, because of the kit, right? Outside of Pudding, you once you can't use your leader ability anymore, it's like the deck is weak. Or if you can barely use your leader ability, the deck is weak. This game is showing us, and has shown us several times, that at bare minimum, leaders that can attack are going to be better, and leaders that can use their leader ability several times tends to be meta. So getting to Magellan here is that in a technical sense, you could try to use your leader ability multiple times, but it's a super basic ability. The just being able to pump that little is not enough. It truly is. It's not enough. I understand this is old school, so they thought a semi free 1K pump, and then you attach one Don, you're swinging for 7. I get where their imagination was with that one, but no. And the risk of constantly negging a Don every turn, because once you do it twice, you're technically a full turn behind. So in order to balance it out, you have to kind of waste space in your build. You kind of have to waste space in your build to put extra ramp cards to help compensate. So overall, that's what truly holds Magellan back. But let me take a huge step back. Ivankov was like the only one with the boss card. Was like the only one with a boss card. So that's just another issue. They never gave an honest boss card to the Magellan deck. They never did. Like the purple one, we're looking at 5 being your highest drop. That's insane. Like, for real, that's insane. Okay, the benefit here is that we could just counter for 1 card. Sure, there is a risk of what can happen next turn, but technically we do have a benefit of countering for 1 card. Now, as you can see, part of the reason we established, okay, so we decided to take, and we did get defense, so that's actually really good. Part of the reason we decided to build this deck, you see that the Impel Down characters have the KO effects that ramp, and some new cards, i.e. the Brûlée, has KO effects that ramp. So we're like, hey, can Kaido Linlin work as a boss card for this deck? Now this is risky. We do got 1 life, so that means outside of a rush play, we have to be able to counter out. And we do have some counter power. The 3K counter power, some 1K counter power, 2K. So there is some potential for protecting ourselves. Nonetheless, it's still risky. But yeah, so that's where our mindset was when building this deck, is that we can essentially Kaido Linlin Bomb and just play cards that will be building our ramp in like that one shot. So Magellan gets a little luxury of gaining 1,000 power, swinging along with Kaido Linlin, and the Impel Down characters, plus some of the new Charlotte characters, they get KO'd, and they will give us some Dawn back, allowing us to rebuild our Dawn a lot faster than the average situation. Obviously, the best play is summoning a Black Maria, which that opens the door to it too. So as long as we have one of those characters on the board when the KO is happening, as long as we have one of those characters on the board when the KO is happening, we will have enough Dawn to summon a Black Maria and then just instantly ramp up to 5. Or, not ramp up to 5, but ramp up with 5. Yeah, let's say it like that. They're going to put that in life? I wonder if their hand is real bricky. Oh, defense. Okay. That would have been funny if they ended up putting their Yamato in life. No, we probably... Okay, I see what the opponent's doing. Essentially, the opponent's just protecting the Yamato. I can imagine them blocking out of this. Now, I don't think we're going to get much here, because the Chihuahua play, I don't think is solid enough. There we go. Okay. And yeah, not enough Dawn. If there was a kid in play, then maybe we can do some shenanigans. But yeah, I don't think the Chihuahua play would help us. And they got one blocker, leader swing. Yeah, there's no way around that. So we just gotta hope. I don't know, how the heck you turn this around? We gotta hope we have like some honest defense. Okay, so they decided to lose their character. So the threat is Rush. That's where the threat is at right now. Rush. Oh, they chose to freeze. But that's dangerous. Is it? No, we only got one character in this scenario. Okay. No, we don't. This is kind of funny. So these rush... Wait. Why didn't we just summon something? It doesn't matter. You would have to cancel to keep your Dawn benefit. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You can afford to put one, swing. Okay, then let's see what happens. This is low key luck. I will say this. This is low key luck. I would say that. Oh my god, that's nuts. And they did have bricks. They did. I guess that's how that deck just generally goes. You gotta expect to just have bricks in it. Chihuahua clutched it out. And I ain't gonna lie to you, one would imagine for purple in general to have a 4-drop rush character, stats ain't so bad, that would probably see more play. But I'm gonna tell you right now, to be honest, purple as a whole is just weak. As a whole, purple is weak. Nice opening play. Well, now we got a blocker. So that's good. Did they just literally do that to draw? That's crazy. I'm surprised we ain't summon Magellan. Oh, okay. a bigger board presence play. I respect it. Do we have 2K? No, we don't have 2K. And we're deciding to go down to 1 life. Hey, listen, I'll tell you right now. The biggest struggle in this game is learning how to take life. It's a very delicate formula. I would have loved to see Magellan hit the board at some point, but it looks like we've already moved past that, right? So Magellan is definitely going to get used for counter power at this point. Anyway, felt like I was saying something earlier, then just lost the brain fog. We don't have the 2K. Oh, right. Yeah, that's something that I noticed. Oh, no. There's something that I noticed is just, it's very hard to know when to take life, and then you lose the game not having access to that resource. Something I've said plenty of times. It's just a real art to being able to take life, because at the end of the day, those are cards you could have used and played. It could have changed things. Whitebeard was the only deck that until I got it. Whitebeard was the only deck that was able to just have access to all the life resource, because of the way it played. The 6K and all the pump cards to help sustain. The only deck at the time to be able to utilize all the resources from life. Now we're looking at Black Yellow Luffy doing all that. Okay, it looks like we're gonna gain some of this luxury of being able to gain a life, but we put that up there because of lack of counter power. And no, it does have 1 counter. My bad. It looks like a card that doesn't have counter. What you call it? Are they gonna big drop, in my opinion, and pop it? Oh no, it's just a rush ace. That would have been funny. They had to, because we would have just been able to swing right back at them with a free 10K. Well, we have a Chihuahua play, which is more Don efficient, but then we also have blocker. We could develop 2 blockers and use our Big Mom and stuff. That way we can keep the counter power in hand. Understandable. Need time for decisions. All right. We are thinking. Okay, summon blocker. Oh, I respect it. With no active Dawn, you have no events. So a lot of that's just going to be cards out your hand. Yeah, that's true. So now we can deal with at least 2 attacks to prevent the opponent from winning the game if they let this ace go. I wonder if they low-key have it. Now, are they thinking, or did they take a moment? Okay. Tough decision nonetheless. I think, do you have no counter? Because that was supposed to be an easy 1K. Well, I guess they don't have counter. We have a luscious amount of counter power in our hand, not gonna lie to you. We can We could probably actually take that and then just counter out of whatever shenanigans they have. See, now we have access to a card that we wouldn't have access to if we overprotected. Well, that Okiku, almost called the Kiku Nojo, that Okiku definitely is annoying for our blocker situation. We do have a crazy amount of counter power in hand, but hey, I don't know the math on a proper Don split that might end up allowing them to win for all we know. Are we going to develop anything? Yeah, because we still got a Big Mom. Yeah, oh yeah, you could check the Chihuahua. It lacks counter power. See? They either crap their hand, but they have to be, okay, they don't, okay. They're well aware that Okiku has no counter power. So, or we are well aware. Well, everybody's well aware. And so once that goes to their hand, that's just a brick. Right now, they just have a hand full of mystery. Yeah, we can take that again, and then we could just definitely counter out of whatever they do, or block, but we'll probably go for a counter, I would say. I'm surprised we didn't drop a search card. Look at all these blockers. Oh, amazing. Well, if they got Hody Jones, oh, so smart. Just do 2. And then play 2 blockers. So, okay, smart. So even if they have a Hody Jones play, they will also need Amaru, I think it's called, and then we're gonna cry. Just 1K. Here we go. And then block. Okay, I want to say, quite possibly, we have the game. Especially if they take that, because then we could just 19, and that's like not realistic to get through. Town stack for 15 after this one. Let's count the hand real quick. Paranoia. That's happened to us, oh my god, like last year. GG. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.